Fishing is a huge industry that provides food and jobs for millions of people around the world. The Food and Agriculture Organization, FAO, estimates that over 60 million people are employed in capture fisheries globally, FAO Fisheries and Aquaculture Department. Tuna are a popular target for large-scale commercial fishing, and the harvesting process is specifically designed for these fast, schooling fish. Here's a breakdown of the most common method. Purse seining. 1. School scouting. Large fishing vessels use advanced sonar technology to locate schools of tuna in the vast ocean. 2. Attracting the catch. One vessel, called the chum boat, releases masses of baitfish, often sardines, into the water to attract the tuna. Tuna are predatory fish and will swarm the area to feed on the baitfish frenzy. 3. Encirclement. The main fishing vessel maneuvers a giant purse seine net around the school of tuna. This net can stretch for miles and reach deep into the water column. 4. The purse closes. The bottom of the purse seine net is then cinched shut, trapping the school of tuna inside a giant net enclosure. 5. Brailing and transfer. Once secured, a smaller net called a brail is used to scoop up smaller groups of tuna from the main enclosure and transfer them onto the fishing vessel. 6. Onboard handling. Tuna are typically euthanized humanely on board using techniques that minimize stress and maintain meat quality. They are then gilled, gutted, and stored in chilled compartments or flash frozen for later processing. Sustainability concerns. Purse seining can be efficient, but there are concerns about overfishing and accidental bycatch of other marine life like dolphins and sharks. Variations. In some regions, pole and line fishing is used for tuna, which involves skilled anglers catching tuna one by one on barbless hooks. This method is considered more sustainable but has a lower catch rate. Technology advancements. The fishing industry is constantly looking for ways to improve efficiency and minimize bycatch. New technologies like fish aggregating devices, FADs, that attract tuna without harming other species are being explored. Overall, purse seining remains the dominant method for large-scale tuna harvesting due to its efficiency. However, there's a growing focus on sustainable practices to ensure healthy tuna populations and a thriving fishing industry. Food source. Fish is a significant source of protein for many people around the world, particularly in developing countries. It's estimated that fish supplies over 50% of animal protein intake in some regions. Economic driver. Commercial fishing contributes significantly to global and local economies. It generates revenue through fish sales, processing, transportation, and related industries. Diversity of methods. There are many different fishing methods used, from traditional small-scale artisanal fishing to large-scale commercial operations using advanced technology. Environmental impact. Overfishing and unsustainable practices can have negative consequences for fish stocks and marine ecosystems. Bycatch of unwanted marine life is another concern. Large-scale fish harvesting, also known as commercial fishing, is a vital industry that supplies seafood for consumption around the world. It employs a variety of techniques to catch large quantities of fish, with two main categories: netting and hook and line. Netting. Purse seining. This is the most common method for catching fish at sea. It involves using a large net to encircle a school of fish, often aided by sonar technology to locate them. The bottom of the purse seine net is then pursed closed, trapping the fish inside. Trawling. Large nets are dragged along the seabed or through the water column to catch fish. While trawling can be very effective, it can also damage the seafloor and catch unwanted marine life, bycatch. Gill netting. Vertical panels of netting with mesh sizes designed to allow fish heads to pass through, but not their bodies, are used in gill netting. The fish become trapped in the netting and suffocate. Unfortunately, gill nets can be indiscriminate and catch fish of all sizes and species. Hook and line. Long lining. Long lining involves setting a long line with thousands of baited hooks, sometimes stretching for several miles and left in the water for days or even weeks. While very efficient, long lining can also catch unwanted marine life such as sea turtles and sharks. Trolling. This method involves dragging fishing lines with lures or baited hooks behind a boat, popular for catching pelagic fish like tuna and marlin. These are just a few of the many modern fishing methods used at sea. The choice of method depends on the type of fish being targeted, the regulations in place, and the economic factors involved. It's important to note that large-scale fishing practices can contribute to overfishing and have a negative impact on marine ecosystems. There are growing movements for sustainable fishing practices that aim to protect fish stocks and minimize bycatch. Food security. Fish plays a vital role in food security, especially for populations with limited access to other protein sources. Economic benefits. Fishing supports livelihoods, generates tax revenue for governments, and contributes to international trade. Ecosystem services. Healthy fisheries contribute to the health of our oceans and the services they provide, such as nutrient cycling and carbon sequestration. Recreational activity. Recreational fishing is a popular pastime for millions of people, generating revenue for tourism and related businesses. Scientific importance. Fish are important for scientific research, helping us understand marine ecosystems and the health of our planet. Sustainability concerns. It's important to acknowledge the challenges facing the fishing industry. Overfishing, habitat destruction, and climate change threaten fish populations and the long-term viability of the industry. There's a growing movement towards sustainable fishing practices that aim to balance economic needs with the health of fish stocks and marine ecosystems.